If they start acting cold towards you, does it mean that it's over? They don't care about you anymore? Probably not. I know it's easy to believe these sorts of things. It's easy to believe that they've moved on, that they don't care. It's easy to believe that you are just foolishly believing that your relationship meant something more than it did to them. But just understand that that's just your own fears, your own insecurities, your own limiting beliefs, trying to creep in there and validate themselves. So what does it mean if they start acting cold suddenly? Well, more often than not, what it really means is they're having doubts. They're acting cold because they're trying to convince themselves. They're trying to convince themselves that you were someone worth breaking up with. And they're having doubts because deep down inside, they know that you weren't. It means you've done something right. It means that you have embodied some good quality. You have left some good memory in their heart, that you have given them responsibility, that you have left them with enough of a seed of doubt that they're not sure if the breakup was the right move or not. So then why are they pulling away? Why would they pull away? They're pulling away because they need to convince themselves that they made the right choice. None of us want to think that we made the wrong choice. None of us want to think that, we broke up with a great person and we made the worst mistake of our lives. And so what we often do is we, number one, limit the exposure that we have to them. Because if we see that they're a good person, it's going to allow our doubt to grow, which is going to cause our confidence in our own decision making to be shaken even more. So they might pull back. Additionally, they're going to start to twist and distort their memory of your time together in their mind. They're going to try to bend reality a little bit to make you into someone that was worth breaking up with. So, if you maybe were late coming to meet them once or twice, they might blow that out of proportion and say, oh, you were never on time. You were so unreliable. If you lost your cool once, they might say, oh, you were always such a hothead. If you got jealous for some reason, they'd say that you were always jealous and insecure. They're creating this second version of you in their mind. They're creating this version of you that's worth breaking up with because it's easier for them to think of you that way. It's easier for them to move forward if you really were a hothead, if you really were jealous and insecure, if you really were untrustworthy and unreliable. But if you were just a decent person who made a few mistakes, it'd be a lot harder. They'd have to admit that maybe they made the mistake. And that can be tough for folks. That can be tough for a lot of people. I mean, what do you do about that? What do you do if you find yourself in this place? Well, what you got to do, first of all, is you have to make sure that you're not giving them any more ammunition to believe that that negative version of you is true. If there was any truth at all to some of those things, I mean, again, I don't know what happened between the two of you, but if there was any truth to it, if maybe you weren't your best version of yourself, and maybe you did some things that were legitimately, not great. Maybe you cheated, maybe you lied, maybe you took them for granted or something. Got to shape up. Can't keep doing that, because that's just going to give more fuel to that negative version of you that they've created in their head. And they're just going to be able to justify the breakup and say, dodged a bullet on that one, made the right choice. What you want to do instead is you want to strengthen the person that you know that you can be in your heart. You want to be the good partner that you know that you can be. When you think about yourself, in a happy, committed relationship, maybe married, maybe starting a family, maybe living out life dreams, maybe doing whatever you see your life looking like once you've got this whole relationship thing dialed in, you want to do everything that you possibly can do to step into that and embody that. I don't know what that means. Does that mean a little bit more discipline for you? Does that mean being honest with yourself about the effect you have on others? Does that mean making some changes? I don't know. For me, it meant being more open and vulnerable about how I was feeling and my own emotions. That was tough for me, Growing up as a kid, I had to keep a lot of that to myself because I was bullied a lot in school. Didn't want to stick out, just wanted to blend in so people would leave me alone. That led to me not being very forthright and honest with my feelings. And ultimately, that led to some relationship problems that took me on this path that led me to doing all this that I am today. But ask yourself what it is you need to do to really give more strength to that positive version of you. The version of you that's going to demonstrate to them beyond the shadow of a doubt that you are the kind of person that they want to be in a relationship with, that you are the kind of person that they can build a future with, that you are the kind of person that they're going to regret leaving for the rest of their lives if they turn around and walk away. And if you want to know specifically more about what they're going through and what they will be going through in the future, I really want you to check out this video series over here on their 5 emotional stages that they're going to go through on the journey of getting back together. With that being said, thanks so much. Take care, and be sure to subscribe to this channel.